Hello, family. This is Guruji Nateru at your service. Today, I will be talking about non-dual consciousness and reclaiming it. So, non-dual consciousness is basically our original state of consciousness. Our original state of consciousness is non-dual, meaning beyond the duality of life. Duality meaning good, bad, night, day, masculine, feminine. Right? This soul, it's the soul level of consciousness. This soul level of consciousness is this non-dual awareness. It is beyond both good, bad, night and day, masculine, feminine, water, fire, right? It is beyond all dualities, internal, external, any duality you can think of. This non-dual consciousness and awareness is beyond it, right? The soul does not have a gender. The soul is non-dual, beyond duality, beyond likes and dislikes. Right? In this world, we're programmed, right, to have a set of likes and dislikes, to have desires and aversions, to have friends and enemies. We're programmed specifically to engage in the dualities of life, to purposely have us lose touch with our soul, with our non-dual original state of consciousness. This was purposely intended. Negative intentions behind this, very negative. But the soul is beyond negative and positive. This non-dual awareness is beyond all dualities of the world. Having us as souls engage in the dualities of the world this confuses us. This distracts us from our real self. By participating in likes and dislikes, desires, aversions, all these dualities, participating in them distracts you from your real self. Distracts you from your true essence. Take a deep breath in. So yes, we need to let go. Let go. Let go of all engagement in the dualities of life. Let go of it all. This constant activity of the mind This is the root cause of your suffering. And the constant activity of the mind is due to participating in the dualities of things. I am a separate self, and that is a separate thing over there too as well. That's duality. It's not unity. It's duality. Dual, two. Right? So we started like this as a baby. In that unity consciousness, non-dual consciousness, non-dual awareness. Right? Everything was one. Right? We didn't know of a other or a desire alike. No. Everything was one. Then as we started to grow up, we did not grow up. We actually became less spiritually advanced. But this is what happened. You become older in life, and then that consciousness starts to go like this. That unity that was once one, it splits off into two, and into three, and into four, and into five. Into all these other little things that separate you from your true self. Your true self. Your real self. So we need to backtrack and come back to where we started. Come back to the basics. Back to the basics. And it really was basic. It really was simple. The way that we lived was so simple because we were in that oneness. As a baby, you live so effortlessly. With this world, it tears your consciousness apart. You lose touch with your soul essence. And you become trapped. And you become a slave to this ego, this false sense of self that you created in your mind. Nobody created it for you. You created it for yourself. But it was influenced by others around you. Right? Your parents influenced it. Your friends, your family. They influenced the creating in that because they also were engaging in that as well. Right? Everyone around us is engaged in that dual consciousness. Right? That separation consciousness. I am this person and you are that person and we are different. Right? The only thing that is different is the things that we are not. Right? The only thing that is different is the things that we are not, right? We are different. We have different bodies. But am I the body? No. I am using this body. Am I the thoughts? No. Am I the mind? No. Right? People would say, oh, I have a different mind than you. I have different thoughts. But you don't have thoughts. You don't possess anything that's changing. You don't possess it. You don't truly possess anything that's changing. Anything that is coming and going, you don't possess it. You will die and it will be gone. So you don't truly possess it. What you do possess, you don't possess anything. You are something, but you don't possess anything. You are that soul. You are that pure non-dual awareness. That's what you are. You don't possess it. You are that. You can't understand it. You can't know it. You can be it. Right? Like I said in my last video, you can't comprehend it, but you can be it. Right? You can't logically understand it, but you can be it. You just have to make the effort of disengaging in the dualities of life. You have to take that step. You have to put in some effort in disengaging, unlearning everything this world taught you. You were perfectly fine as a baby, but then they taught you all this shit, this garbage that just dirtied your house up, dirtied your consciousness, split it in half. Thinking we're all alone and separate and divided in this world. No, it's a bunch of horse shit. We are one. We are one. Yeah, they say you are the universe experiencing itself. It might sound cliche and funny, but it's true. I talked about how to become in the present moment, to become one with the present moment, you want to engage with your senses, right? Listen, feel where you are sitting. Listen to the sounds of your environment, right? Breathe. When you do all of this, do it in the non-dual awareness, meaning don't think of the senses as separate. It's all one. Think of it all as one, happening together simultaneously. Right? It's all happening together at the same time. Right? We identify a separate heart, but then the entire human body works as one. But we say, we have lungs, we have this, but this is just confusing to the body. The body doesn't know of separate body parts and separate organs. It doesn't understand that. It knows that it is one. The entire body works as one, and that's period. Right? And that's the thing that separates your consciousness, that creates that separation consciousness, is because the separation within your body, the separation within your mind, it's a illusionary separation. It's not real, right? It's not a real separation. It's man-made. You created it. You created it inside yourself. Right? That separation didn't exist when you came out the womb. What? No. It was learned, just like everything else. See, to transcend the mental body, the mind, the ego, whatever you want to call it, to transcend, you have to embody oneness. It is most necessary to embody oneness and transcend the mind, the ego, the human, to transcend the body too, because that's part of it. You have to embody that oneness, that non-dual awareness. I am one with all. All is projected from me. All is projected from the heart, from the self. Therefore, I am all. All is projected from here. Here is inside me. I am all. All comes from me, but not me in the sense of the ego or the human. No. All doesn't come from me in this human body. No. It comes from the self, the transcendental self. That is the soul. Just how all comes from the sun, right? If the sun wasn't here, there's nothing here. Everything is dead. Everything. This is this same exact. It's the same thing, right? That sun represents the soul, the self inside you. If the self is not here, if the sun is not here, everything dies. If I am not here, everything dies. There's nothing here. Because if I'm not here, it doesn't exist. Right? If you're not here, the entire universe is gone. You have to become disinterested in thoughts. You have to become not interested, right? Don't be interested in the thoughts of the human mind. Don't be interested. Don't be interested in anything that it's saying, because it's all useless. It just wants to blabber on. It wants to yap, continuously yap, for no reason. For real. I felt that one. But yeah. Disengage. Don't be so enticed by the thoughts of the mind. There's nothing interesting about it. It's the same repeated shit day after day. Day after day, the same thoughts just reappearing and feeling brand new, right? It's the same shit day after day, the same fucking thoughts. And you, day after day, interested in the thoughts, identifying with them. This is me. I am this person talking. To make yourself comfortable, because you are something that cannot be comprehended. You are something that is eternally silent. Right? You are something that is unchanging, not changing ever. Eternally staying the same. Eternally unfazed. Eternally unchanged. Eternally shining. Timeless. When you look out into the world, imagine you're looking inside yourself. like a mirror. Imagine the outside world is inside you. When you look out, you're actually looking in. Don't try to look into another person, because there's no other person. You're looking into yourself. This person is reflecting you. However you're gonna be is how they're gonna react. They're a mirror. They are you. And however they be, you're gonna be too. Somebody comes up to you angry, you're gonna respond like, what the fuck? Why are you angry? But it's like, when you become in that non-dual state, none of that phases you. Somebody can come up to you angry, and you're just gonna be laughing like, why are you angry? Because you're beyond the duality of the emotions of angry and happy. You're beyond all of the dualities. So none of it can phase you, because you are established in your real self, which is the soul. Which is unchanging, which is beyond all identities, beyond all names, forms, anything conceivable, beyond it all. Transcendental, immortal, golden. Is beyond colors too. So no, it's not golden. But you get the message. You have received the message, hopefully. No, you have received this message. There's no choice. You're gonna receive this message if you listen to the video. You see, when the soul speaks, the soul infuses all the words with the spiritual power, with the spiritual vibration. There's a certain vibration and energy in the words. It's infused with spiritual authority when the soul speaks. It's not like a normal, ordinary person speaking. It's like God is speaking, because the soul is God. Everybody has to stop and listen. You know? Don't be distracted. Don't try to distract yourself with outside things. Outside things. Don't distract yourself. Realize your real self. This is the most important thing for you to do in your life. More important than your job, than anything you got going on. The most important thing is to realize your real self and be it. Be your real self. So don't try to distract yourself in doing other things. Meaningless conversations. Surface level bullshit. All that is a way to distract you from abiding in your unknown essence. Right? That's all the thoughts are. That's all they are. They're there to grasp your attention and take you away from your real self, which is that silence. That stillness. That's you. If you become perfectly still and silent, you will be your real self. You will reclaim your non-dual consciousness. Become perfectly still and silent. There's no doubt you will be your real self. And it's just that human mind is so heavy. It wants to bring you down. You gotta let it go. You gotta let that shit go. It's not serving you. It's your enemy. It's going against you. Specifically, the lower mind is your enemy. But you are beyond enemies and heroes and friends. So it's not really your enemy. It's just, it is what it is. See, this has been Guruji Neteru's transmission of spirit and soul to my cosmic family. Thank you very much for tuning in. Namaste.